The deadline is today for the city of Austin to either change a new APD policy or lose millions in state grant funding. The policy is tied to how officers work with immigration and customs enforcement. Houston and Dallas also face those state-imposed deadlines this week. And here to give us in-depth insight is KXAN City Hall reporter Grace Reeder.
And Grace, we know Austin has until today to report back to the governor on the city's next steps. Is there any indication yet on what they're going to do?
Well, it could be a very long night. City council members went into executive session, meaning they met behind closed doors this afternoon. They came back out to finish their regular city council meeting, and I'm told they did not get to a decision during that time behind closed doors, and they will have to go back into executive session after they wrap up here tonight. On the table right now, whether or not Austin City Council will alter the general orders that they made changes to earlier this year to satisfy Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Abbott says that he will pull $2.5 million in state grant funding should the city not do that. I am also told this afternoon that there are other grants that are either on the governor's desk or that are being worked on by the city of Austin to send to the governor that could also be at risk. That could bring the city to losing roughly $20 million. The governor's office told us, quote, cities in Texas are expected to make the streets safer, not more deadly. Austin is not yet in compliance, and we look forward to reviewing any proposals it submits before today's deadline. But again, they have to get back behind closed doors, and that could be late into the night.
All right, and Grace, explain to our viewers the policy APD put into place that's really at the center of this complaint from the state.
So you may remember earlier this year that the Austin Police Department went out to a call for an unrelated call for service and found a woman who had what's called an administrative warrant. That woman and her 5-year-old daughter were deported as a result. So these changes came as a direct result of that, and they deal with how the city of Austin, specifically Austin police officers, handle those administrative warrants. Administrative warrants are not signed by a judge, but instead by someone working in ICE. So those changes made it so that should an officer come across one of those administrative warrants for people who do not have additional criminal charges, they need to reach out to a supervisor, and that supervisor will determine whether or not the Austin Police Department has time to notify ICE about that administrative warrant, and if they have time to detain that person waiting for ICE to arrive.
And Grace, we mentioned Houston and Dallas are also fighting the state on changes they made to rules involving ICE. Get us up to speed on what's happening in those cities.
Dallas is in the same boat as Austin today. Their deadline is today, and so they, like Austin, are working through their next steps to their policies. Houston's deadline was actually yesterday, and Houston had $110 million in state grant funding on the table there. Yesterday, Houston City Council decided that they were going to amend the ordinance that they passed in order to comply with what the governor was asking them to do, but the governor, a couple hours after that vote, went on Fox News and said that the Houston Police Department also needs to sign on to that change before he considers giving that grant funding back to the city of Houston. We reached out to the governor's office this morning, and he told us that the Houston Police Department still is not in compliance, but did not confirm whether he's made a final decision on whether Houston will get that funding back or not.
Right, our City Hall reporter Grace Reeder, thank you very much.